All right, welcome back. Locked and loaded. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, issuing a stern warning to Syria. The United States is ready to strike again.
The United States is locked and loaded. When our president draws a red line, our president enforces the red line.
So is another strike imminent? Joining us now is Ohio Congressman and Air Force veteran Representative Bill Johnson. Thank you for joining us.
Good to be here this morning.
Before we get to the if another one is imminent, what do you think of what happened on Friday night?
Well, I think it was absolutely appropriate. You know, we went to great lengths to make sure that civilians were not hurt, that we didn't cross the line and attack any Russian assets, and it had the support of our NATO allies as well as our ally Israel. So we sent the strong message that President Obama is not in the White House anymore, that red lines that prohibit the use of weapons of mass destruction, they're not going to be tolerated.
Nobody likes to see, a regime like this take out a strike, a chemical strike on its own people. It's a horrifying thing to even imagine. But I have to ask, does the United States have a real policy in Syria at this point? I mean, it doesn't seem that we really know where our own line is. Do we have a line?
Well, I think we do. The red line of no chemical weapons, that's very firm. The president has made that very clear. He came into office without a policy. I mean, there had been no policy for over 8 years in Syria. He's developing one, and it's a work in progress. That's absolutely for sure.
Well, let me just clarify real quick on that question, because obviously chemical weapons seems to be a policy right now, but what's the difference in how you kill people? I mean, if it's a chemical weapon, is it different than if, I mean, he's slaughtered hundreds of thousands of people in that country, most of which have not been done with a chemical weapon. Sure. Why is chemical weapons the line?
Well, I get that point also, but chemical weapons are different. They're indiscriminate. They do not target combatant members of the military. They kill innocent women and children, and we saw that in the horrifying videos that we saw last week. But the president has made it very, very clear that the Assad regime is not going to be tolerated in doing this kind of thing to its people. But remember, this is the Russian-backed regime. This is the Russian reset that happened under President Obama and Hillary Clinton. And this is what we're looking at now for the future of that region. And if we don't get Syria under control, look at what's going to fill the void there. We pushed ISIS out. Iran is sitting there waiting to step in. We don't need that. We
want to hear your reaction on another piece of video from Nikki Haley. But first, real quick, yes or no, do you think we strike again?
I'm not sure. Okay. This was Secretary Mattis made it very clear. We degraded their ability to produce chemical weapons. Let's see what the response is now. If they're smart, they'll back away from this kind of activity.
And as I was just referencing, we do want to hear a little more from Nikki Haley on possibly more Russia sanctions. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Russian sanctions will be coming down. Secretary Mnuchin will be announcing those on Monday, if he hasn't already, and they will go directly to any sort of companies that were dealing with equipment related to Assad and chemical weapons use.
Your reaction?
I think sanctions are absolutely appropriate at this point. You've got several elements of power. You've got the military element, the economic element. You've got diplomacy. And these sanctions are very, very appropriate. And I wouldn't be surprised to see even more. Russia's economy is teetering at this point. Yeah. They've overstretched their limits in the Ukraine, and they've really overstretched their limits in Syria as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if President Trump's not taking a play out of the Reagan book. Bring the Russians into compliance and make them good actors in the community of nations by simply outperforming them, outsmarting them, and economic.
It's a tough job to do. Yeah.
It is a tough job to do.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.